At this time, I have the privilege to announce our MC of the evening, the grand man. Come on up, Matt Griffin.
I could record that for my wife to hear. She would never believe anybody would say such a thing. And when the dancers were up here, I wanted to say our next show at 9 o'clock tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Come on back for another round. And don't forget to tip your server. I do appreciate everybody coming out tonight, and I want to welcome all of you and all of our fellow chamber members and distinguished guests. We appreciate you coming out on a night where it's raining cats and dogs. But tonight, you know, we're going to collectively and individually share the great things that you've been doing to continue this tradition of making Lebanon and Wilson County a phenomenal place to live, raise our families, educate our children, enjoy plenty of recreational opportunities, and grow our businesses in an environment where we encourage each other all the time. Speaking of encouragement, I have some notes here on my script from Melanie and Andrea from the office. I need to read real quick. Okay, keep things moving along. Don't mispronounce any names. Don't tell any of your lame jokes tonight. Leave your phone on the podium in case I need to contact you about correcting something that you said. A lot is riding on your shoulders. Have fun. There's a little smiley face right there at the end, so thank you very much, ladies, for that. At this time, I would like to invite Adrian Kelly and Pastor Jacob Armstrong to join me here on the stage, please. And while they make their way up, I'll invite all of you to stand at this time for the presentation of our colors by the Lebanon High School Junior ROTC. At this time, Board Member Adrian Kelly will offer the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by Minister Jacob Armstrong with tonight's invocation.
Please join me with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. God, we give thanks for this night. We have so much to be thankful for. As has already been mentioned, we thank you for this wonderful community of Lebanon and Wilson County where we get to live and work and worship and play and be a community together. We thank you for the people that are gathered in this room who represent so many different businesses and organizations. But I thank you, God, that this community is one that seeks to serve other people. Our hearts are turned towards you tonight as we celebrate a great year and as we look forward to another one. We pray for the leadership of the chamber, the board of directors. We ask, God, your blessing upon them and us as we seek to serve you and to love your people. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, gentlemen. And everybody can have their seats now. Relax and enjoy yourselves this evening. And we will move right along with things here. First of all, I would like to take a moment and recognize our city, our state, and county elected officials. So if any of you are here with us tonight, please stand right now so we can recognize you and give you a nice round of applause. Let's hear for all of these fine folks. I'd also like to take a moment to thank our banquet sponsor. They've been sponsoring this award banquet since 2012. That's a pretty long run right there. Would you please give a big hand to F&M Bank? Now, we were putting on the Ritz tonight, and I noticed a lot of you were back there enjoying the beverages at the bar, so we would like to give a nice round of applause to Cheers Wine and Liquor representatives for tonight's signature drink and wine bar. Give them a nice hand. They were offering the Ritzy Tom Collins, so there's a classic drink for you right there, and they were telling me that the vodka used in those drinks came from the Old Dominic Distillery, which is down in Memphis. So there's a little trivia for you tonight. We enjoyed a fine meal, so a big hand for our friends from Two Fat Men Catering. I'd also like to recognize Famous Footwear representatives for tonight's production sponsorship. Let's give them a nice round of applause. And we couldn't do this without sound and light, so a big round of applause also for David at Fad's Entertainment and David Hale at Hawk Specialty Services and his group for tonight's sound, lighting, and music. We appreciate you all for your help, so give them a nice hand as well. Now, here's a guy who's smiling this evening. I'd like to invite J.B. Owens to come up. He's our 2018 chairman of the board, and he will join me here on stage for his 2018 year in review. Give J.B. a big round of applause for that smiling face tonight.
Thank you, Mac. You always do a wonderful job, and we appreciate you doing this again this year for your chamber. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here tonight. As I look out here in the group here, I see so many valuable chamber members and real assets to our community. And so thank you for taking time out of a hectic day, no doubt, for many of you to be here and to make this event happen. 2018, what an incredible year we had at the Chamber of Commerce. I wish I could stand here and say I knew how we did it and that we had a plan and it just executed perfectly. But the truth is we got through it because so many of you worked so hard, volunteering so much time to support us in 2018. I can't stand here and take all the credit. The credit goes to each one of you here, so thank you for that. As I look out at the room tonight, so many of you volunteered hours and hours, days, weeks, some of you probably a month of your time in 2018. And so many of you volunteered to give to the Chamber's initiatives this year in ways that perhaps you hadn't been asked to do in the past financially, and yet you found it in your heart to do that. And so when we recap this year, I want you to know that from the Chamber's management's perspective, the board's perspective, my perspective, we know that what happened in 2018, which was a big year, is because of you. And so thank you for that. The Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber of Commerce is all about doing whatever it takes to encourage economic growth in our community. We do that because economic growth is the lifeblood of any thriving community. We encourage small and large businesses to be successful in their endeavors. And in doing that, we allow our citizens to be more successful and to have a more fruitful life as well. When you look at 2018, we went into this year, like every other year, with several things that we wanted to accomplish. But we had three key things that we had been working on for several years leading up to this year. One was we had planned our second ever membership drive, which we had done at this time last year, and it was a success. At that event, we hoped to add 200 new members, which would have been a 20% increase in our membership. We also went into the year knowing that we would hopefully complete our capital campaign that we had worked so hard at for so many years, and I thank Melanie Mentor and her staff for working so hard to dream that up and to see that through. We had hoped to complete our much-needed building renovation at the Chamber. 7,000 square feet, over 100 years old, and the second floor hadn't been renovated in a couple of decades. There was no elevator, so the second floor was not ADA compliant, which really limited what our chamber members could use our chamber building for. We plan on doing all this while also supporting all of our normal activities, things like hosting 51 ribbon cuttings. That's one every week if you back out the week of Christmas and New Year's. So that was a big year. 13 business after hours or before hours, 5 business card exchanges, 24 teacher grants went back into our school systems, totaling over $11,000. We graduated 417 Tennessee scholars from our local high schools, and I'm proud to say we gave away $12,000 worth of scholarships to those graduating seniors, thanks to so many of your company's generous donations. We hosted the Two Rivers Ford Bass Fishing Tournament, and we held Taste of Wilson County, again, to help pay for some of those scholarships and student grants. With a much larger membership base, as a result of our membership drive, we didn't have one new member orientation. We had 2 huge ones. And so thank you for joining this year. Thank you for coming and supporting that and saying hello to our new members. We held our annual Dr. Carrie Harbrecht Golf Tournament, and it was the most profitable golf tournament we've had in about a decade, thanks to so many of you who participated in that. We hosted our 2nd annual Derby Day party. We oversaw the Lebanon Christmas Parade and the Lebanon Christmas tree lighting in conjunction with the City of Lebanon. And thank you for allowing us to do that. We helped put on Halloween on the Square. Small Business Saturday, we supported that again this year, as you saw on our slides. We hosted various lunch and learns with state and local officials. We coordinated the Skilled Workforce Forum here at the Expo Center. And with 2018 being an election year, we hosted multiple candidate forums or debates to help create a more informed voter base here in Wilson County. These forums included the county sheriff's race, the county mayor's race, various state representative races, and Board of Education races here in the county. We recognize key industrial companies here in Wilson County for their investments here that offer employment to hundreds, if not thousands, of citizens. These companies are the likes of Lochinvar Corporation, American Wonder Porcelain, Custom Packaging, and many, many others. We continued programs such as Women in the Lead, nonprofit roundtables, while also venturing into young professionals by year's end. But in spite of doing all those normal activities here at the Chamber, which was a lot, the 3 defining accomplishments that we had in 2018 were we did complete our membership drive, and we didn't add 200 members, which would have been 20% increase year over year. We added 326 new members, which is a 1/3 increase. Our chamber staff, our board of directors, myself, we didn't do that on our own. So many of you volunteered time out of your busy workday and picked up the phone and called friends and neighbors, people that you were shocked weren't members of the chamber, and you recruited them into the fold. And so that success is 100% on you, and thank you for doing that for us. Capital campaign. We did complete our capital campaign, and we raised nearly $300,000 to support the renovations on our chamber building. Thank you to all of you who contributed to that. The renovation on the chamber building. It's always fun when you renovate a building that's over 100 years old. So this was a big accomplishment for us. We made almost the entire building ADA compliant. We're offering a lot more conference and meeting space and office space to our members. If you haven't been by there, if you didn't make it to an open house, we invite you to come and check out what's going on at the chamber building. You'll be excited to see the transformation that took on there. I want to thank Hal Bone with Horizon Construction. I saw Hal in the back. Thank you, Hal, from the bottom of my heart and the chamber's heart for what you did for us this year. We wouldn't have got it done without you. We want to thank your partner in this, Mike Manis. I don't know if Mike's here or not, but Manis Design. Mike was on our board several years ago at the chamber, and he was an excellent board member. And he started on the design of our chamber renovation 3 to 4 years ago. There's been a lot of time and effort put into this on his part, and we're grateful for that. So I certainly wanted to recognize him. They did a great job, but the truth is none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for the support of so many of you in here today. Our Vision Innovators are 5 companies who each pledged to give $6,500 a year for 5 years. That's $32,500 over a 5-year period to support this project. Without them, this wouldn't have been possible. I'd like to recognize these companies: LoJack Enterprises, First Freedom Bank, Wilson Bank and Trust, Middle Tennessee Electric Membership Cooperative, and Custom Packaging. I can't stop there. So many of you gave money either through your business or personally, and many of you did both to support this, because we would have came in at about 50% of what we needed if it wasn't for everybody else. And so I want to thank everybody here that lifted a hand and put your money into this project. Thank you so much. What a year 2018 was. I'd like to thank some folks that allowed this to happen for me personally. I want to thank my team at First Freedom Bank, who stood by me and covered for me when I was out of the office a lot this year. Thank you for affording me the opportunity to play a part in this journey. I greatly appreciate it. I want to thank my wife, Bethany, who put up with me being away from home for far too much this year while raising a 4-month-old up to a 16-month-old baby girl. And I'm sorry for how much time I missed at home. I'm trying to make up for it now. You're my rock. You support me in everything I do. And you've always stood by me at times when it was perhaps not the most convenient thing to do. And I love you. I want to thank our Chamber Board of Directors for supporting each one of our Chamber initiatives this year and for the leadership role that each of you play at the Chamber. If I could ask each one of our 2018 board members to stand to be recognized. Thank y'all so much for what you're doing. I have to thank Peggy Simpson. I don't know if Peggy's here tonight. She's not. If you see her, please tell her I gave her a shout out. Peggy is the ultimate volunteer. I don't think I've ever met anybody like her. She retired like most of us want to from their normal job, and then she decided to volunteer about 60% of her retirement working through with the nonprofit arm at the Chamber, Wilson County Books from Birth. If you don't know what that is, if you, your children, or your grandchildren have ever received a book, a children's book to read, you should get one every month. Compliments of the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. If you lived in Wilson County, you got that book because of her efforts. And it's not a light effort. She works a lot and she's diligent about it. And I notice that more now as I get a book regularly from her as well now. So thank you to Peggy Simpson for what she's done. I have to give a huge thank you. I'm going to repeat this. I have to give a huge thank you because it's very important. To our Chamber management team. I'm going to ask you three to stand. Melanie, Andrea, and Tanya. The three of you are second to none. Each one of you experienced challenging and even tragic life events this year. It was a hard year. If everything at the Chamber was normal, which it wasn't with the things we accomplished this year. Y'all had more than your fair share this year. And I've never been so proud to see what the three of you all accomplished together this year.
I don't know how you did it. I can't take responsibility for it. Y'all did it together. Your actions in 2018 define what it means to persevere and overcome through challenging times. And I will forever be grateful to each of you for your efforts and commitment to our Chamber and our community this year. Give it up for them. Together we did a lot in 2018, just as we should have. We live in a blessed country and in a blessed community, and we are blessed people. And as Luke, the disciple of the Apostle Paul, said in Luke 12:48, "For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required." I think what we accomplished in 2018 at this chamber mirrors Luke's comments here, and I thank you for that. Your chamber has a bright future ahead of it thanks to the continued leadership of Chamber CEO Melanie Minter and our 2019 Board Chair, Nicole Bell. Nicole has already gotten off to a wonderful start in 2019, and there is much more to come from her this year. Nicole, I'm excited to see you lead this year, and thank you for your commitment to this chamber. As I close, I must say thanks to each one of you here tonight one last time, because the truth is our chamber has a bright future because of all of its hard-working members and volunteers. You see, the chamber doesn't exist without each one of you. From the bottom of my heart, I thank each of you for your support of this chamber because none of this is possible without you. Thank you.
Thank you, JB. And if you'll stay up here on the stage with us. And Melanie, if you would join us up here as well for the award presentations tonight. I would also like to ask Rusty Richardson from Cumberland University to come forward, as well as Andrea Wilkie. She's going to be helping as well, assist with the awards this evening. Rusty looks really award-worthy up here with that, what is that, tux on. It looks good. I like that. Impressive. And for all of you, just be aware that the award recipients will be coming forward to be recognized, and a photo will be taken with the media to the right of the stage. The award criteria is listed in your programs, and all recipients will be recognized to our membership this evening. So please open your programs for the award criteria, everyone. And we'll start first of all with the Ambassador of the Year Award. The Chamber's Ambassador Program was created to generate goodwill within the community. Ambassadors participate in Chamber activities and interact with current and prospective members to promote the Chamber. Each year, one ambassador is chosen who has gone above and beyond. The 2018 Ambassador Division Chair was Joey Jane Bradshaw. Many of the Chamber ambassadors qualify for this award. To be an ambassador, a person signs an application stating that they will attend a certain number of events, assist with membership, recruitment and retention, and will help with numerous activities. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2018 Ambassador of the Year, Jessica Dodds Davis. And as she makes her way to the stage, I'll tell you that Jessica was born and raised right here in Wilson County. She is everywhere, using her talents to improve her community and boost the self-esteem of others. She currently works at Trends Hair Salon. She's a member of the Wilson County Beekeepers Association and is the executive director for Honeybees of Tennessee. She began a prom makeover giveaway a few years ago for high school girls and created Cuts for CASA. That's an organization to raise funds for Wilson County court-appointed special advocates. And she serves as a chamber ambassador promoting her community. When she isn't improving or promoting her community, well, she stays busy with her family. Ladies and gentlemen, Jessica Dodds Davis, our 2018 Ambassador of the Year. Next is the Retailer of the Year, and that's someone who owns a business in Lebanon or Wilson County and has distinguished themselves by displaying long-time, fair, and honest business practices, civic involvement, and is known for providing a special service to the community. They perform outstanding acts that contribute to a better city and county. The 2018 Economic Development Division Vice Chairperson was Michael Moscardelli. The Shop Small Business Award is given to a business that contributes to the community, delivers results, meets or exceeds milestones, client satisfaction, success stories, and job creation. This business had the second highest customer check-in on Small Business Saturday. They have promoted shopping small in our community through advertising and through social media. The 2018 Retailer of the Year and Shop Small Business Award goes to Joy Pine of Eddie and Oscars. Joy is a wife, she's a mother, nurse, entrepreneur, believer, and owner of Eddie and Oscar's Boutique. Eddie and Oscar are the names of two orphans that she met in her travels to Kenya. Then came the birth of the Eddie and Oscar's Boutique. Well, she planned to begin small with a little accessory store and would hopefully give back and change the lives of street orphans that had no way to afford school. Well, that small accessory store has now grown into a full-size boutique that carries women's clothing, gifts, and accessories. Currently, Eddie and Oscars has sent 12 kids to schools across the country of Kenya. A big hand for Joy Pine, owner of Eddie and Oscars, our 2018 Retailer of the Year and Small Business Award. And now for the Industrialist of the Year. This is an outstanding individual from a Wilson County industry. They're not only an outstanding employee or officer of their industry, but are active in the community and in the Lebanon Wilson County Chamber of Commerce. This year, it's a pleasure to present that award, 2018 Industrialist of the Year, to Carl Brewer, the Vice President of Distribution for Journeys. Carl began his employment in June 2003 with Genesco, which is now Journeys. Recently, Journeys completed a 207,000 square foot expansion to its distribution center, representing a 62% increase to its previous 333,000 square foot facility. Along with more building, the expansion brought 75 more jobs to the facility and 150 additional employee parking spaces, a new truck court with an additional 125 trailer spaces and 21 additional dock doors. The renovation also added 14 additional e-commerce stations and the ability of batch picking rather than the previously used single picking for fulfillment for e-commerce orders. A lot going on right there, and a big hand once again to Carl Brewer, the Vice President of Distribution for Journeys, and our 2018 Industrialist of the Year. And now for the Business Person of the Year. This person contributes significantly to the business environment in Lebanon and Wilson County. Their work can be in professional services or nonprofits. They encourage involvement in the community and exemplify leadership in their profession, the community and Lebanon Wilson Chamber. Wilson County is fortunate to have a strong business climate with outstanding leadership. This year, the Chamber would like to recognize not just one person, but two individuals who have excelled in their business field. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2018 Business Persons of the Year. That would be Kevin and Dennis Croteau. Kevin and Dennis can't be with us tonight, so accepting on their behalf are three lovely ladies, Dennis's wife Zelda, Kevin's fiancee Pam, and their mother, Seal Huff. Here they come right now, so give them a nice hand. And I'll tell you just a little bit about Dennis and Kevin. Dennis actually started in the hot spring spa business in 1991. Then in 2003, he was approached about opening a new hot springs spa showroom in the Nashville area. So he looked around and decided to open a store right here in Lebanon. He was joined by his brother Kevin, a retired lieutenant colonel who served our country for over 29 years in the U.S. Army. The brothers started to grow their business and moved to a larger location in the Kmart shopping center. Well, as the economy took a downturn in 2008 and 2009, Dennis and Kevin were making plans to expand, which included purchasing land to build on. Well, right after they purchased the land, they did not sell one single hot tub. But they survived that economic downturn, and in September of 2011, they broke ground at what is now 2342 Highway 109 North. The following year, they moved into their new building. The brothers celebrated 15 years in the hot spring spa business this past September. Currently, Dennis and Kevin have a staff of 20 associates. In conclusion, Dennis and Kevin had a goal of 5 locations, and right now they can say 3 down and 2 to go. Again, congratulations to Kevin and Dennis Croteau of Hot Spring Spas, our 2018 Business Persons of the Year. This next award honors a nonprofit organization that has shown excellence in delivering on the organization's mission. It recognizes outstanding accomplishments and leadership with a reputation for excellence within the nonprofit environment and the Wilson County community. Eligible recipients of the award are nonprofits that demonstrate the highest level of integrity and dedication and are a registered 501c3 whose programs serve the Wilson County community. The 2018 Nonprofit of Excellence Award is presented to the Joy Clinic at New Leash on Life. Accepting the award tonight is Director Angela Chapman. Now, the clinic began offering spay-neuter services in April of 2000 with a mobile spay-neuter vehicle that was known as the Spay Station. Well, fast forward now to 2018 and introduce the Joy Clinic. The clinic is built right next to the New Leash Adoption Center and caters to any pet owner that needs their pet spayed or neutered. The clinic facility was made possible by a donation from Joy Bishop, and the equipment and training for the facility were made possible by a grant from the ASPCA. The Joy Clinic at New Leash on Life, they are our recipient of the 2018 Nonprofit of Excellence Award. And now, for the Woman of Excellence. That sounds exciting, and it is. It's actually awarded to a female entrepreneur, executive, or employee who has shown the hard work and achievements of a businesswoman who makes a valuable contribution to the business environment. She encourages involvement in the community and exemplifies leadership in her profession, the community, and the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber. Your 2018 Woman of Excellence is Shelley Gardner. Now, Shelley looks surprised, and she is. Attorney Shelley Thompson Gardner became interested in law at a young age. She graduated from Lebanon High School and Cumberland University, and then from the Nashville School of Law. She was an attorney for the 15th Judicial District Public Defender's Office, a position that she held for over 13 years. Shelley has been involved with our drug court program for the last 11-plus years, and in 2018, she was sworn in as the newly appointed public defender for the 15th Judicial District. Governor Bill Haslam appointed Shelley to replace Comer Donnell, who had retired. She is an actively involved member with Wilson One and CASA, in addition to working full-time, serving her community, and balancing a career and family. Shelley and her husband, Joe Gardner, have 2 sons, and she is still surprised up here tonight. Would you give her a big hand? Shelley Gardner, our 2018 Woman of Excellence. And surprise. I always wondered if people knew ahead of time if they were going to be called, but apparently not. So that's great. I like that. Our next award is for the Friend of Education. This award is presented to an individual or business whose efforts have made a significant difference in education by monetary donations, time, and energy to further the education system in Wilson County. Tom Hines served as the 2018 Education Division Vice Chairperson, promoting Wilson County as a community that has achieved the recognition of excellence in education. I present to you the 2018 Friend of Education. That would be Famous Footwear. And accepting tonight's award is John Holler. If John is here. And Andrea says she doesn't think John is here, but if John Holler is here, just holler and come on up, and we will give you that award. I will tell you, though, that Famous Footwear is a vital part of Wilson County.
There's a company with both a legacy and a mission right there. Their mission includes helping others with reward programs and sponsorships for education, including the Taste of Wilson County. They continue working together to show their appreciation for U.S. troops and veterans and supporting the March of Dimes. A nice hand once again for Famous Footwear, our 2018 Friend of Education. And now for the Volunteer of the Year Award, which recognizes an individual that has generously given their time and talents to the Lebanon-Wilson Chamber of Commerce. Their efforts through the Chamber have made a difference and positive impact on the community. Tonight's 2018 Volunteer of the Year is Julie Jackson. Julie also looks surprised tonight. Very, they say. Here she comes up here on the red carpet. Julie joined the Kroger team in 1983. Since that time, she's filled various positions from courtesy clerk to office to floral, and of course, as one of the best front-end checkers. Julie is happily married to husband Brian, and she has 2 children, Kelly and Grace. And by the way, Kelly recently blessed Julie and the family with a grandson. His name is Clayton. He is 8 months old. I know they're proud of him. Julie has represented Kroger in local community events and chamber events. She helps terrific Teresa Botts at the Senior Citizen Center. And if you attend a chamber event, you'll see Julie's smiling face helping with the setup and asking what she can do or what she needs to do to help out. She has been a part of the Christmas parade with float decorating, volunteering the day of the parade, and of course she rides her horse in this annual event. Oh, and if that's not enough of being a part of the Christmas parade, Julie is also in costume every Halloween and gives out a lot of candy. She loves her community. She loves her chamber. Oh, and if Coleman Walker is here tonight, she also loves listening to you, Coleman. She loves Coleman and Company. Every day she listens. And by the way, she's only just a phone call away. Would you please give a big hand to Julie Jackson, our 2018 Volunteer of the Year. Now for the Public Servant of the Year Award. This is given to an individual who embodies the true spirit of public service through faithfully discharging the responsibilities of their office or position of public service, and whose accomplishments can be viewed as models of public service within and outside the work environment. Local and state governments, police, fire, WEMA, sheriff's departments, and any other form of public service are considered for this honor. The Government Relations Division, formed to improve the communication with city and county government, was chaired by Jay Hinesley. This year, I present to you the 2018 Public Servant of the Year Award, and that goes to Mr. Fred Burton. Fred Anthony Burton, Sr. He serves as the Lebanon City Councilman for Ward 2. But you may know him as Fantastic Fred on Saturday nights on WANT and WCOR, where he changes gears and gets into the groove as he plays a mix of R&B, soul, disco, maybe a little rock and roll, and even some more current hip-hop. It's the music that spans several decades. Fred is a graduate of Wilson County High School, Tyler Barber College, where he earned a Master Barber, and Tennessee State University, where he received a bachelor's degree in business administration. Fred served in the U.S. Army for 6 years, 13 months of those in Korea, and then he received an honorable discharge. He serves on the following boards. He's a busy guy. He's on the Lebanon Airport Commission, the Greater Nashville Regional Council, 911 Board of Wilson County, Wilson County Civic League, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity. He's also a member of Mount Zion Baptist Church and the Just Blues Music Foundation. Fred is also a former member of the United Way of Wilson County, and he describes himself as today's leader with tomorrow's vision. Fred says, remember, it's not about me, it's all about you, and you deserve quality representation. Fred Burton, our 2018 Public Servant of the Year. All right, we're moving on now to the Lebanon-Wilson County Sports Council Award, which is given to a Wilson County resident who has exhibited a passion for sports through coaching, playing, mentoring, or any other form of participation in sports. The recipient will exemplify the qualities of sportsmanship, dedication, and achievement in their particular field of sport. The Sports Council Vice Chairman for 2018 is Adam Maxwell. Our 2018 Wilson County Sports Council Award is presented to Campbell Brandon. Now, Campbell can't be with us tonight, but accepting this 2018 Wilson County Sports Council Award on his behalf is his wife, Nancy. And as she makes her way up, I will tell you that Campbell has been a teacher and coach for over 40 years. Coach Campbell Brandon is ranked nationally for most wins in girls basketball. He's among the top 10 coaches in Tennessee for number of wins and compiled a record of 944 wins and 339 losses in his career. That's both varsity and freshman combined. In 1979, his six-player team reached the TSSAA Class AAA state tournament in the final year of that type of play. His Lebanon Blue Devilettes were the only team that returned in 1980 in a five-player format. Now, Campbell has been named the Tennessean Mid-State Coach of the Year 5 times, was a 1994 inductee into the TSSAA Hall of Fame. Legendary women's basketball coach Pat Summitt said of Coach Brandon, "At the time I went into coaching, that was in 1973, I had as much respect for Campbell as anyone in the game. He was a legend. I had tremendous respect for him, and I still do." Thanks to Coach Brandon for his dedication to the world of sports in our community. Let's give him and his wife Nancy a big round of applause. Campbell Brandon, our 2018 Wilson County Sports Council Award winner. And now for the Lifetime Member Award, which is given to a person or persons who have supported, invested in, and dedicated their services to the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber of Commerce. The 2018 Lifetime Member Award goes to Yvonne Hunter. And as Yvonne gets ready to take a walk on the red carpet, I will tell you that she's been a member of the Chamber here since 1967 and has served on the membership committee and as an ambassador. In fact, she received the Chamber Ambassador of the Year Award in 2010. Now, Yvonne was crowned Ms. Senior Wilson County in 2006 and Ms. Tennessee Senior America in 2007. She's an active member of Wilson One, and she will be the 42nd member to be awarded tonight's honor. A big hand for Yvonne Hunter, our Lifetime Member Award recipient for 2018. Now, at this time, as I call the Cedar Tree Award winners, I'll ask that you come forward, walking the red carpet runway here for recognition, and then remain at the front and, until all the winners are announced. Then, all of the winners can exit as a group to the right. That's where you'll have your media photos. I hope that was clear as mud right there, but we'll help you out as you go. This right here, do what? On stage, right here. Right here on stage. That's what Andrea says. So come right up here. If you don't understand, she will grab you as you come on up. The Cedar Tree Awards were established in 1983 by the Beautification Committee of the Chamber of Commerce to encourage and recognize property owners or leaseholders who excel in preserving or improving the physical environment of Wilson County. There are several categories for this prestigious award. So we'll start, first of all, with this year's winners of the Best New Professional or Commercial Building completed in 2018. First, Wilson Bank and Trust Operations Center. Accepting this award tonight is Randall Clemens. Next, in this same category, Best New Professional or Commercial Building completed in 2018, congratulations to American Wonder Porcelain. Accepting this award is Michael Kephart. And finally, in this category, a special award presented to Southern Bank of Mount Juliet. And accepting this award is David Major. Congratulations to our winners in the Best New Professional or Commercial Building completed in 2018, part of our Cedar Tree Awards. Next, we have awards for the best structure converted to a new use or a conversion or adaptive use completed in 2018. And that award, first of all, goes to Don Scott Insurance. And accepting this award is Don Scott. This award tonight is also presented to the Wilson County Schools Administrative and Training Complex. And accepting this award is Mickey Hall and Larry Tomlinson. Again, these are our winners for the best structure converted to a new use, conversion, or adaptive use that was completed in 2018. Our next Cedar Tree Awards, next category is the best improvement of land usage to enhance the area's aesthetic or quality of life completed in 2018. And that is awarded to the Hamilton Springs Train Station. Tonight, accepting that award is Rick Bell. We also have some special awards that will be presented tonight. First of all, to Don Fox Park, and accepting this award is Mayor Bernie Ash. And the last award in the Cedar Tree Awards category, special award presented to Mr. B's Car Wash. And accepting this award is Don Webb. How about a big hand once again for all of our Cedar Tree Award winners tonight? Now, as they make their way off the stage, I'd like to ask Chairman of the Board, J.B. Owens, to remain here on the stage as the retiring board members accept their plaques tonight. So, J.B., you're in place, and we're going to mention those whose terms have ended in 2018. We'll ask them to come to the front of the stage now to be recognized. And ladies and gentlemen, what we'll ask you to do is just hold your applause until all of them have been recognized. We'll do that as one big group. We'll start first of all with Heather Sadler, board member in 2018. Also Mike Moscardelli, board member 2016, 17, and 18, and Economic Development Vice Chairperson 2017 and 2018. Tom Hines, board member 2016, 17, and 18, and Education Division Vice Chairperson 2016, 17, and 18. And Scott Jasper, board member 2014, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Education Vice Chairperson 2014 and 15. Chair-elect 2015. Chairman of the Board 2016. Past Chairman 2017. Chair of Past Presidents 2018. About ran out of breath after all of that. And a couple of more that we want to recognize who are not with us, not able to attend tonight. That would be Zach Craighead and J.D. Lowry. These are all retiring at the end of their 2018 terms. Give them a nice hand once again, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's time to invite Wilson County Mayor Randall Hutto and Sarah Davenport, Executive Assistant, to come up here on the stage and join me for the Governor's Volunteer Awards presentations. The Governor's Volunteer Stars Awards is an initiative from Volunteer Tennessee that seeks to recognize outstanding volunteers from each of Tennessee's 95 counties. With the program now in its 11th year, participating counties conduct a call for nominations and recognize one outstanding youth and one outstanding adult volunteer. Nominees were judged based on the community's need of the volunteer service performed, their initiative taken to perform the service, creativity used to solve a community problem, and the impact of the volunteer service on the community. Tonight we will recognize those nominees and the winners, and we'll ask you to come forward as your name is called. But just hold your applause, everybody, until they all get up here. And we'll start first of all with the nominees in the adult category. Nadine Bean, Ina Neal, Donna Stevenson, and Mary Martindale, who, by the way, was unable to attend tonight. And once they get up here, I will tell you who the award winner is in that adult category. The adult category winner is Ida Neal. So give her a nice hand. Give them all a nice hand up here for doing a great job as our nominees. We appreciate that. The nominees in the youth category are Dea Werdig Van Winkle, Bryson Underwood, Molly Ann Underwood, Evan Underwood, Landry Williams, who couldn't be here tonight, and Daniel Lucas, who also can't attend this evening, but the rest are making their way up. And as they get into position on the stage, I'll tell you that the winner in the youth category, who couldn't be with us tonight, though, is Daniel Lucas. Give them all a nice hand, ladies and gentlemen. Great job. We appreciate all the time and effort these volunteers dedicate to their county and their communities. Our thanks to Wilson Bank and Trust, the sponsor of the plaques awarded to our volunteer standouts, and they also paid for their tickets for tonight's event. So big hand once again for these folks. We appreciate it. And now it's time to introduce the 2019 chairperson of the board for the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber of Commerce, Nicole Bell. She's been down there smiling the whole night. She's been waiting for this moment. Nicole is the owner of a beauty boutique, a salon, spa, and boutique for one-stop shopping, health, and beauty needs. The salon is located at Signature Place here in Lebanon. Nicole worked corporately for Dillard's in Nashville and in Tampa, Florida. Also living in Chicago, she worked for the Estee Lauder Corporation. In 2010, she relocated back to Tennessee, and in 2013, she would take over a small business with a few employees, and in 6 short years, turned it into what is now affectionately known as BB. Nicole has served on the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber for 3 years as membership vice chair. She is a 2017 alum of Leadership Wilson, donating time and efforts to raise money and building houses for Habitat for Humanity. She annually helps to raise awareness for our senior citizens by participating strongly with Be a Santa to a Senior. Now, Nicole volunteers at the Lebanon High School Blue Devil Boutique, which puts cool clothes on kids who are in need, as well as a fundraiser for the school. She chaired Cumberland University's 2017 Phoenix Ball. And most importantly, she is the wife of Rick Bell, Cumberland University professor of history, and she's also mom to her beautiful daughter, Isabella, a junior at Lebanon High School. And let's just give her a big hand right now, once again. Nicole Bell, who will present the Gavel Award and Chairman's Pin to J.B. Owens.
JB, thank you so much for this past year, for your leadership, your hard work, and most of all, a mentor to me and to the board. Without you, there's so many things that couldn't be possible, but I have enjoyed every single minute of your leadership. Thank you. Wow, when Melanie Minter comes to visit you, you better watch out. She had a twinkle in her eye a good 4 years ago, and today, when she said 4 years ago, come and be a more active part of the chamber, I didn't realize that it would bring me here to this part. So thank you, Melanie, for that. 6 years ago, I was blessed with the opportunity to fulfill a long-time dream of mine, and that's owning my own business. For years, I did travel the country, working for others in the retail and cosmetic industry, and wanted the opportunity to prove that I could do this on my own. But as a business owner, you learn that you don't do it on your own. And I wanted to do it right here in my hometown. When I took the keys to Beauty Boutique, I immediately realized that joining the chamber was a vital part of the success. Because becoming a member of this organization, it would introduce me and my business to the greater community. However, what I didn't realize is that the Chamber of Commerce is a collection of business people who are not only striving for success, but also working to make Wilson County a strong economic workforce for everyone, or an environment for everyone. Since that time, I have served on the Chamber Board of Directors for 3 years and have a deep respect for everyone involved. The members of the board, the members of our committees, the chamber staff, and all of you who help make our county a great place to live and work and play. Many of us are competitors, but that hasn't stopped us from being unified. We are a team working toward common goals of economic vitality and development. And what we've learned is that when we work together, we all succeed. For 2019, the Board of Directors and I outlined 3 goals for the upcoming year. You can read about these in the Chamber magazine, which you will all get tonight as you leave. And by the way, a big thank you to everyone who sponsored an ad in that magazine. We truly appreciate it. You helped make the magazine possible. It will be seen by thousands of individuals in our county. I can tell you that people still walk in the door to the chamber every day asking where businesses are located, and they're greeted with a friendly face and a chamber magazine. First, in those goals, we believe that relationships are key to success. They always have been, always will be. And the Chamber of Commerce will continue to focus on building new relationships. In 2019, we have added 2 additional groups, the Healthcare Roundtables as well as Wilson County Young Professionals. They will help us fulfill our vision statement, which is to connect individuals and businesses for growth for the economic prosperity of a unified Wilson County. Second, we will strive to improve skilled workforce development through education. All businesses need a trained workforce to find success in implementing their vision and goals. And it's the duty of our Lebanon Chamber, Wilson County Chamber of Commerce, to work with that community and industrial leaders to ensure that an employee base exists for their continued economic growth. Wilson County high schools offer many vocational and technical classes for students. For example, tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., I'll leave out with Isabella, my daughter, and Missy Bunch, her teacher at Lebanon High School. She's the biotech teacher there. And I will be chaperoning this group to the state capitol, where they will speak to the Legislation Education Committee about the biotech lab that Mrs. Bunch oversees. Not sure if you realize that LHS has the only biotech lab of its kind in the state of Tennessee. David Lipscomb, Belmont, other universities have come and sat in on this class to see what it's all about. And it's just one of the many programs that we have in all of our high schools in this county. It's really something to be proud of. We have a beautiful workforce that's waiting to graduate from our schools, and it's our job to help connect them to their future employers. Lastly, we will improve communications through better website imaging and enhanced social media presence. In this way, prospective customers will be able to find you and your business more effectively. And most of us, as we know, we shop, we surf the net, we get our news in the palm of our hand. And it's important that we take the chamber and make it more accessible to you and your potential customers 24/7. Tonight, you got a little homework. I don't want you to do this right now because I gotta keep you going for just a little bit longer, but tonight when you get home, we would love it if you would follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So that way we can stay connected with you just a little bit easier. As I said earlier, Lebanon is my hometown, and I truly believe that Wilson County is the best place to live, work, and play. I am honored to be only the third woman since 1924 to serve as board chair. Before me were Pat Bone and Becky Jennings, and I'm not for sure if they're here tonight. If they are, would they stand? No. Yes. I'm proud to be the number 3. Thank you. They paved the way. I'm also proud to represent small business owners throughout our county. You may call it small, but I can promise you it's anything but small to us. We work hard, really, really hard. Don't we, Joy Pine? I would also like to thank the chamber staff for all they do. Melanie, Tanya, Andrea, Sayla, Shelby. They do so much for us every single day. They're incredible. J.B. Owens, your leadership, the opportunity to serve in this capacity. I've learned so much from you, Scott Jasper, and Judd. Thank you so much. I also want to especially thank my BB team. When owning a business, the number one thing you look for in people is their heart and how they treat others and how they care about their business. My team is incredible. I tell them this all the time, but I just need y'all to know how incredible you are. This group is so much. By treating my business as their own business, it allows me the opportunity to serve you and our community. A big thank you to my family, to my amazing husband, Rick, and Isabella, my daughter, Isabella. This will take up a lot of time, but I don't really cook anyway, so we'll continue to stimulate the economy. They'll probably be pretty proud of that, but just think, you get to go to ribbon cuttings with me and business after hours and all those things. I also want to thank my parents who are both here tonight, my brother as well. Through his example, my dad, Jim Witcher, has shown me how to be strong in every situation. And then throughout my life, my mom, Betty Birch, has been a part of this community in several capacities. Both my parents have shown me what true work ethic really is and instilled in me the qualities needed to be a woman in business. Thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you for your membership and dedication to the Chamber and to our city and our county. I look forward to working with each of you over this next year, and cheers to a 2019 for another successful year with the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to ask Judge Barry Tatum to join me on stage for the installation of the 2019 Board of Directors.
We are going to ask the 2019 board members to come forward as your name is called. And again, we have a lot, so just hold your applause until everybody gets up here. So here we go. We'll start first of all with Nicole Bell, chairperson of the board, Beauty Boutique. Greg Butler, chair-elect and treasurer. Kurt Baker, Education Vice Chairperson, Wilson Bank and Trust. Laura Headley, Membership Vice Chairperson, Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Robin Willis, Special Events Vice Chairperson, Raven Flight Photography. Jay Hinesley, Government Relations Vice Chairperson, Tenova Healthcare. Jeff Peterson, Economic Development Vice Chairperson, NovaMet. Adam Maxwell, Sports Council Vice Chairperson, Powell and Meadows Insurance. Joey Jane Bradshaw, Ambassador Chairperson, Cumberland Real Estate. Stephanie Davis, Board Member, Cumberland University. Brownie Vantrease, Board Member, Dempsey, Vantrease, and Follis. Sean Smith, Board Member, The Jewelers. Holly Baker, Board Member, Famous Footwear. Medina Hemmentoller, Board Member, Exit Rocky Top Realty, C&D Team. Melinda Bounds, Board Member, Cedar Stone Bank. Brian McDonald, Board Member, Hearthside Assisted Living. Adrian Kelly, Board Member, Keller Williams Real Estate. Beth Petty, Board Member, Lebanon Special School District. J.B. Owens, Past Chairman, First Freedom Bank. And Judd Nave, Chair of Past Presidents, THW Insurance.
Well, I got to find my script in here, but they have a thing on here where I appreciate being asked to do this. I've done it now for about 5 or 6 years. But one thing I want to recognize, I get to work with a lot of young people in my job, but most of the young people I run across have a few problems, otherwise they wouldn't be coming to see me. But if you'll look behind here, you'll see some young folks running the cameras. Wave your hands. Wave your hands. We have 3 students from Wilson Central High School, 1 student from Mount Juliet High School, and they are working with a new project the county has put together called Wilson County Television. Now, go ahead, give them a hand. Teresa Bush in the back is I call her the executive producer of Wilson County Television. They are taping for the first time the annual chamber banquet, and Teresa tells me by Thursday, I think, that you can watch it if you'll go to the wilsoncountytn.gov website, go to the menu, click on About. It'll pull up a little pop-up menu that'll say Wilson County Television, and not only can you watch this, but you can also watch county commission meetings, hopefully school board meetings, and even a little interview show that we're doing from time to time. So it's good to see young people that are doing well and do a fantastic job. I've seen their work. Teresa, was that good? All right. She wrote it. Oh, I forgot. Let's see. I don't understand what Twitch TV is. Anybody know? Young people, do y'all know what Twitch TV is? There you go. If you have a question about technology, ask your grandchildren. They'll tell you. And also on AT&T Channel 99, and soon to be coming on Charter on Channel 198, the Public Education and Government Channel. Okay, so much for shameless self-promotion on here. The role and responsibility of the Board of Directors is to direct and coordinate chamber affairs, determine policies, and ensure that the chamber is providing appropriate and necessary services to the community and its members. As Board of Directors of the Lebanon Wilson County Chamber of Commerce, you will play a significant role in providing the necessary leadership skills and guidance which your organization will need. Now, at this time, each of you would raise your right hands. And this is where it gets funny. At the same time now, everybody say your name. No, not your name. Say, I. All right, we got all of that. Swear to carry out the duties and responsibilities of the Board of the Lebanon Wilson County Chamber of Commerce, to which I have been elected to the very best of my ability, so help me God. Very good. Give them a hand, folks.
Thank you, Barry. We appreciate that. And your public service announcements, they were very timely. That was nice. And seemed like a little reminiscent of Animal House there for a minute when you all were doing that. It's a nice job. Well, thanks again. I think that now you all are excused from the stage. I think that's the way I understand it here on my script, so you all can do your thing. And fortunately for the rest of you out here, my time on the stage is almost done as well. But before I get out of here, I do want to thank the chamber team for their service and dedication to our community. And so I'll let everybody clear the stage first, and then I will introduce some of these folks that I'm sure you all are well aware of, but they do a really incredible job day in and day out. So if you would please stand as we call your name. Melanie Minter, who is our chamber president and CEO. Andrea Wilkie, our Vice President of Operations. Tanya Jones, Assistant VP of Communications. Shelby Rose, our Public Relations and Membership Director. And Selah Potts, Marketing Coordinator. There they are. Give them a nice big round of applause, everybody. Except for Melanie, the rest of you may be seated, but Melanie, you need to come on up here to the stage. Now it's all yours. Again, folks, thanks very much. I enjoyed being with you tonight.
At this time, I'm going to ask Nicole Bell to join me on stage. Nicole and I would like to thank all capital campaign donors. JB did thank all of you tonight, as well as BRIC investors. Without your investment in our Lebanon Wilson County Chamber of Commerce, we could have not renovated almost 7,000 square feet for all of our over 1,300 members. So you need to give yourself a round of applause and thank you for all you have done for our chamber. At this time, I would like to thank the grand man one more time. Where'd you go? Mac. Now you get to come up and walk to the front of the stage because we have a little gift for you. Sure you can, Mac. You can do whatever you want to do.
I'll do it like this.
Mac, thank you so much for all that you do for the Lebanon Wilson County Chamber of Commerce. Please give him a round of applause. Mac chose not to walk the red carpet. This year we did actually have him a seat on stage. So for those of you who were here last year, he so graciously sat on the stage because we forgot the chair. So thank you, Mac. It's a high chair. At this time, I'm going to have Nicole give a special thanks to those that were a major part of our event tonight. We could not have done it without you. So I'm going to turn it over to her, and she is going to read off the names of everyone that has helped with putting this event on.
We could not have done it without you, F&M Bank, Cheers Wine and Liquor, Cracker Barrel Old Country Store, Fads Entertainment, Famous Footwear, Hawk Specialty Services, Image 360, Jewel Designs, Matt Griffin, SS Graham Floral and Interiors, Scott and Kirsten Harris, Two Fat Men Catering, Wilson Bank and Trust, Winfrey Roan Jewelers, Chamber Ambassador, and Membership Division. Thank you so much for everything you do for the Chamber of Commerce.
It's almost time to go, but I have just a few words. As I stand before you tonight and say, without our Wilson County leaders and volunteers of our community, from the past until today, we would have not been able to keep our history alive. We must all continue to be a vital part of unifying Wilson County. Our strengths and passion to make a difference is contagious to all counties in the surrounding areas. As leaders and volunteers, we are genuine, we are compassionate, we are extraordinary people with a common goal, and we are devoted to Wilson County. All of these attributes and combined efforts are noticed, appreciated, and desired by people that surround us all over Middle Tennessee. Trust in your leaders from a business perspective to city and county government. Believe that we can be a voice for the changes and growth in Wilson County. Every day, we work together to find opportunities and solutions to make Wilson County the best place to visit, work, live, and provide a quality of life that makes our community proud and a place we call home. Your Lebanon Wilson County Chamber of Commerce will always be your friend, be your referral, and have you and your business in our best interest. Our chamber takes pride in providing Southern hospitality and truly caring about our members and visitors to our county. Thank you for your support, for being a member, and for being that extraordinary person that uses your talents to make our community a success. Every person, every single person in this room is valuable to our chamber, our community, and most importantly, to your family. Without you as an individual or a business, our organization would not be complete. Together, we are making Wilson County greater, and we are providing a bright future for our beloved communities. Let's continue to keep history alive. Thank you. At this time, I have a few last announcements. Please pick up your chamber magazine as you exit tonight. We want to thank Main Street Media
for providing and working with us for a magazine that takes you from our history and our past to what is now and soon will be the future of our county. Visit our photo booth for last-minute photos if you want to take a selfie or you did not have a chance before you arrived tonight. And then last but not least, if you have a star on your program and you are at the table, please take the centerpiece with you. So everyone look for your star, because we're all stars, but only one